It's Jeff with YourLearningCareer.com. If you are considering a career as a corporate trainer, you might be wondering if it's going to be a good fit. So in this video, I'm going to share with you some of the pros and cons that I've experienced throughout my 20-year career in learning and development. Trainer or corporate trainer, you might see different job titles for it, right? But basically, if you enjoy public speaking, you like giving presentations, you like to have an audience, these are all great interests for someone who wants to be a corporate trainer. So like if you're, for example, if you're a teacher, if currently you're a teacher, you know, this could be a very natural thing to get into because you're already used to talking to people. So, you know, typically someone who is a corporate trainer or, you know, doing training delivery, you know, you're going to be the one in front of the audience. Now, it could be live classroom training, but sometimes too, as a trainer, you might be doing, this is probably happening more and more, right? Virtual. You might be conducting webinars, so it just depends. So that's something you need to consider. When you are looking at job titles and job descriptions, you need to really look at what is it that I'll be doing, and is this what I want to do? Do I want to do more stand-up, deliver to an audience in the same room? Or am I comfortable with doing webinars and I want to do more of that? Or am I cool with both? So there's all kinds of different jobs that may or may not do one or the other or both. As far as pros and cons, so some big pros to being a trainer, to be focused on the training delivery are, it's fun. That was my first job training was a training delivery position, and it was at Walt Disney World. I got to teach Walt Disney World traditions, and I loved it. I loved getting up in front of the audience. I loved seeing their faces and making them laugh and helping them learn. So I realized, and this was in addition to my regular job, so it wasn't my full-time job. But when I did it, I realized, wow, this is what I want to be when I grow up, right? So I really enjoyed it. I think it can be a lot of fun. So that's a big pro. Now, of course, not every class is going to be teaching, you know, at Disney World. But I'll get to the cons in a minute. But so it's fun, especially if you like to perform. Some other pros are travel can be a plus. If you're there's a lot of companies that will hire trainers and they want you to train in different cities. So if you're someone who likes travel, that could be something appealing to you. Now, that's not always the case. Sometimes if you work for a company, you have a training room in your city, and that's it. You don't do a lot of travel, but it can be a potential pro for certain positions. The authority, you know, you're seen as an expert, you're seen as an authority. That can be really nice as a trainer. And then I think for me, one of the biggest pluses is just the whole getting to see people when they have that light bulb moment, you know, when they have that aha. That is very satisfying as a trainer. You know, when you get to watch people and you see the learning is happening, when they're doing a demonstration and you can see that what you taught them is actually it's actually sinking in. So those are some great pluses to being a trainer / corporate trainer, training delivery type role. Some minuses, okay, some cons. It ain't all roses, okay? So I'd say the biggest thing, especially if you're doing the classroom, if you're doing the live in-person classroom type training, biggest thing is you are on your feet all day. I mean, you will be exhausted. Now, sometimes you're only maybe doing a short class. Maybe you're doing only a 1 hour class, or maybe you're only doing a 1 hour webinar, right? A lot of times though, you're doing full days, maybe you're doing a full week. Depends, you know, but I've done programs where I was basically in the classroom all week long. And you are, and actually even after just one day, I was exhausted. So you're tired, your feet hurt. Also, there's a lot of prep before a class. So you're not just showing up and saying, "Ha, I'm here, I'm the trainer and we're gonna have fun." There's a lot of getting there early, prepping the classroom, staying after the class, and cleaning up the room. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff, and there's crazy things that can happen, in your training class. So you got to be flexible, and it's a lot of work. So those are some cons. I would also put travel as a potential con. Again, depending on where you work, but for me, I like to travel, but I don't like a job where I'm traveling every week to a different city. That just doesn't work for me. It may work for you, but that's just, again, that's something when you're looking at job descriptions or you're interviewing, that's something to make sure you understand. Is this a corporate training job that's in a different city every week, or am I in one place? And then you got to figure out for yourself which works best for you. If you'd like more information about a career in corporate training, be sure to check out my website and the links that I will provide in the description below. If you'd like to learn more about some other roles like instructional designer or e-learning developer, check out some of my other videos here on the channel. And please let me know in the comments if there are other types of videos you'd like to see here. All right, we'll see you next time.